Alrighty. Welcome to the finale of Hollow Knight. I forgot to ask you, Oob. You can see my screen and everything, right?
Oh yes, I can see
Great.
God Master.
Yes. So there's a reason I have this screen up because I mentioned before Hollow Knight had 3 free content packs that were released for it. The last of which being God Master. And as mentioned in this screen, this this was a rather expansive expansion, and because it has a few new bosses, an entire new game mode, new music, a new character, an entire quest related to that character. Big thing. The entire subquest with the Oobndroobw also was added with that content pack. Reason I bring that up is because this entire segment is going to be in the game mode that was added with Godmaster. Unless for some reason it doesn't let me do that. That's odd. That's fine though. I've got a save file. Unfortunately, we won't see any of the exclusive cutscenes related to Godmaster or anything like that, but that's okay. Let's go back to the entrance and just pretend that we first entered this area.
It was a very innovative and bold choice, if I may say, to make it impossible to play the expansion. That was very clever of them.
Well, you normally have to clear certain requirements in the game to unlock the Godmaster mode. Like right now, if I just exit through here, good chance to show this off, I suppose, since I had to load into my other save file with 40 hours on it. See, this is just a part of the world. Like, I could have gotten here in the other save file if I wanted to, but I did have everything unlocked on this save. This is my 112% save, even with entire journal filled in. As I slowly scroll to the bottom to show off my hunter's mark to prove that I filled in the journal. The only thing is, this file was started on another operating system install. I had to download it from the Steam Cloud, and some things just don't track over with the Steam Cloud, and unlocking game modes is one of them, so I'd have to clear the requirements for Godmaster mode to actually unlock it again. But that's okay. You can see all the Godmaster content in the normal game if you just dream nail this lady here. So anyway, this has gone home. There's lore related to this area. I don't really understand it.
I bet the real is really expensive in God Home.
You got these guys that want to attune. Basically, the whole thing is, like, these guys are seeking quote-unquote gods, basically bosses in the game, and trying to attune to them by which is never really fully explored. But you got this room where you can individually fight all of the bosses in the game.
Oh no, this is what you were talking about yesterday, isn't it?
Day before, I think, but
or whatever, the last stream.
Yeah. And you're gonna see some bosses that we didn't fight on the other save file. Like Flukemarn there, like a Blobbles. And notably... Keep going. What were you saying?
I said this is the Traumi zone.
You'll notice there is one god statue that I do not have unlocked on this save file.
No.
That is Zote. There is a very good reason that I have not beaten Zote on this save file. We're going to get to that.
Well, yeah, there was the fight that was basically impossible when you're like, I forget if it was like in his head or something like that.
It was if you dream nail the statue of Zote inside Bretta's basement. So anyway, the main draw to Godmaster mode, and if I may really quick, I'm going to change my skin. To Pale Knight, because last time we finally saw what the Pale King looked like, and now we can be him.
Ooh.
So anyway, the main draw to Godmaster mode is these boss rushes. Before I do any of these, I should probably change my charms. Oh, this skin also changes the appearance of some of the charms. That's cool. So, what kind of build do I want? I definitely want strength. I think I want quick slash. That sounds useful. Let's take Shaman Stone and Soul Catcher. Let's just go for pure damage output. Screw it. I'm gonna be Glass Cannon, or as much of a Glass Cannon as I can be when your build is maxed out. So, let's begin the Pantheon of the Master.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yep.
Oh, and it's like you've got a gladiator audience in the background, basically.
Yep.
Oh, this is a big guy. Who's that guy at the top?
That's the Godseeker. Technically, the person that you saw that I had to dream nail to get into Godhome.
I want a chair like that in my house.
Have one commissioned.
You know, somebody probably has made one somewhere in the United States or Australia or wherever.
I want to be that person.
Oh, God.
It's our favorite.
No. Oh, no. Yeah, and then the babies are gonna come out.
Not this time.
Um,
Remember him?
Yeah, this guy.
He is just going to absolutely melt this time around. Oops, dashed the wrong way.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. You are the false knight, and you are really shitty.
And you died.
And you died. Thank you.
Remember Mossy?
Yes, I do. This is just the zoomy boss.
Yep.
The boss has the zoomies.
He likewise melts. And whoever this is, I don't know.
Hornet.
Don't think we fought her. Let's I don't really need to heal, but let's do it anyway.
We're just
I'll be safe.
We're just rubbing it in.
Easy peasy Hornet fight. And so basically when you saw that or did you see that when I was selecting this Pantheon, I had the option to do bindings?
I did not notice that, but I mean, yes, I did. Of course, I did. Yeah.
I'll point it out next time. Basically, if you complete enough of Pantheons with bindings, which are basically restrictions that are like, hey, this one lowers your nail damage. This one doesn't allow you to equip charms. This one only allows you like a maximum of 4 health or something like that. If you clear enough Pantheons with these bindings, then you can unlock these little life's blood cocoons in these rest areas, which are helpful.
And you have your Forrest Gump bench.
Remember Gorb?
Barb, yeah! God, it's just like a greatest hits album.
Hey.
We're getting all of the cool guys.
And there goes all my life's blood, but that's okay.
It would have been your regular blood if you hadn't had it.
Remember Dung Defender?
Hell yeah. He's just Tarzaning.
And with that build, you can just absolutely face tank him.
Man, he sure did eat shit. Haha.
Ha ha ha. How
Oop,
clever. Remember Soul Warrior? He's technically a boss.
I don't remember him.
There's probably a reason for that. It's not that special.
Oh, damn. Shots fired. That's not very polite.
He's not different, unlike 2 Chains.
Maybe he is 2 Chains.
That would be a contradiction, because he's not different.
If 2 Chains... Well, he's different in that he's notable.
Yeah, true. Molek is also a little, less than stellar.
Yeah, I remember him because he barfs mac and cheese. That is at least a unique fight. Or fighting style, I guess.
I'm kind of surprised you remembered him, because the boss fight only took about 2 seconds in the, actual game. Which I'm having a little bit more trouble with it this time around, surprisingly.
I remember the environment was a little more helpful when you were,
Just a tiny bit.
in the game.
Okay, I still have a full, health bar, technically.
Oh, hey, what's up, bitch?
So she says that specifically if I've already cleared the Pantheon and come back. And welcome our first original boss from Godhome. That's what it was. I remember things about this game.
He Oro on his Boro while he Oro on his Boro. Oh shit! Maybe he is gonna Oro on his Boro.
Now it's Oro and Mato.
What if he just started eating his own ass?
That would be a wonderful ending to this game.
They just stop fighting and start swallowing each other ass first.
I mean, they're brothers. I don't think we need to see Vor.
You act like someone who, is into Vor is really going to be like, oh, that would be gross if I did it with my brother.
True. I'm just saying I don't want to see...
I
don't want to see either of these things.
There's a point in which you become, deviant, where, I think you're not really logically able to have barriers like that anymore. Or if you do, it's just very confusing. It's like, okay, I guess this is the thing we're going to be grossed out by.
Also, I think it's a testament to how many times I've done this boss fight if I'm able to do it while talking about Vor.
That's also a testament to how often you've talked about Vor.
Dabbing on him.
Oh, look, they respect you. That's cool. I like when you beat an enemy in this game and then they're like, you become bros with them.
So that Pantheon only took 8.5 minutes.
Is this a speed run stream
Oh, hey,
now?
there we go. Now I've unlocked Godseeker mode. Anyway.
Great.
Well, too late now. Pantheon of the Artist.
Ah.
Remember Zero? I don't blame you if you don't.
I don't think I do.
Well, he's your lover. He's your Zero. He's the face in your dreams of glass.
What?
I'm quoting Smashing Pumpkins. I didn't want to do a Billy Corgan impression because that would have been the worst over Discord.
Yeah, that's for me to do.
Please don't.
I won't. I won't do it. I won't do it. Despite all my rage.
Remember this guy? He's, well, he's Crystal Guardian now, but the upgraded version was Enraged Guardian. He was preventing me from sitting on a bench, so I beat the shit out of him.
I think I remember him. I was on his side.
There's Catboy.
Yeah, nya nya.
Damn. I'm kind of eating shit in this boss fight. I should maybe pay some attention.
Yeah, stop talking about vor.
He is looking rather deflated as he, teleports around the room. Ah, gotta get my timing right. There we go. Because you can hit him while he's in the air like that. A little tricky, but... And we did not see this boss fight in the base game, but this is the boss of the second Colosseum. If you remember the Colosseum of Fools being the kind of combat trial in the game, this is the boss of the second one. I only did the first Colosseum. Twice.
I like these guys because they chonky.
I don't like them because I'm very bad at fighting them. And I really need to heal. Never mind. This fight's easy. Oh, that was a dumb idea.
You jinxed yourself. You said it was easy.
I only got hit once. We're fine. We would be if they would stop clinging to the walls and let me attack.
Stop doing things that are strategically good for you. You're a boss fight in a video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that.
There we go. Easy peasy. Dabbing on them.
I mean, it would be, they'd probably win more fights if they just, got a gun and shot you from a distance. No one's tried that in this game.
Maybe guns don't exist in this universe. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, the fucking liberals got to them.
Watch Silk Song prove me wrong. You remember Marmu, of course, I'm sure.
Silk Song's gonna take place in Texas. Everyone's gonna have guns,
I
and it's gonna be way harder.
think they've revealed the name of the like the region that Silk Song takes place in, but I can't remember what it is. Bye,
This
Marmu.
kind. Oh. Marmu kind of looked like he was eating Heon ass too.
I'm sure you remember Nosk.
Oh yeah, Nosk is great.
It's
Another-
a
it's
spoder.
It's another Zoomy boss.
Hopefully this should be... Thank you. This should be much faster than the last time we fought him. So I'm a little overpowered. Not in my skill, mind you, just in my build.
Oh, I would never, imply otherwise. When does Eggman show up?
Into your dreams.
What if you dream nailed Eggman?
Then you get Sonic Dreams Collection.
Oh no. No, that's what happens when you dream nail Sonic Fan.
Bye, Nosk. Yes, explode your Cheeto dust everywhere.
Oh.
This is Fluke Marm. Unfortunately, you never got to see Fluke Marm in the base game, but it sure is a boss.
What are those pores I'm looking at?
Mouths, I hope.
Oh.
Of course, there's Broken Vessel. Damn. My timing is off. It's almost like I haven't practiced this game, but I actually have.
Oh.
Granted, I haven't been practicing most of these fights. There was a few fights in particular that I've been practicing.
Don't be fooled, my viewers. I am not simply unskilled at this game. I am advanced in my unskill at this.
Yes.
I am deeply and profoundly unskilled.
I mean, I will say, there are only 2 achievements that I don't have in this game, and there is a non-zero chance of me getting one of them tonight. It's not a high chance, but it's existent.
Is that the Zope fight?
No.
I like how this guy, his boss fight seems to...
I've beaten the Zope fight before, just not on this save file.
Oh.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna do something. I forget exactly how I was gonna phrase it, but he's a squid now. He's a kid now.
Oh, Splatoon joke. I get it.
His boss fight is being the Splatoon character, apparently.
Well, he's the artist. I don't know how that didn't hit me.
I guess that makes sense.
He was a former nail sage, like the other brothers, but he gave up the nail and took up the brush.
And now he's trying to kill you?
Well, it was just a challenge. And hello, Joanna.
Just a friendly spar. Hi, Joanna.
Also, I didn't have the in-game achievement there because achievements are one of the other things that don't carry over from the Steam Cloud, but trust me when I say that I've done that before. Like you can see, I've completed it with all bindings.
I don't know if I believe you.
Alright, Pantheon of the Sage. Pantheon number 3.
Trust me, I have no skill, but I guarantee you I did this shit.
I didn't actually kill him in the base game in the other save file, but you may remember Hive Knight.
I just tickled him.
This time, I'm more prepared. As I immediately eat shit.
That's gonna be the theme of tonight.
Alright, as long as I can avoid these bees, I can get a heal. Not much of a heal, but that's okay. Because I can heal off of Elder Who.
Elder who?
Exactly. You may or may not remember this guy. I don't blame you. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't blame you if you don't.
I feel like I'd remember. He shoots little accordions out of the sky.
I actually died to him and then had to come back later. So I actually, you had double the chance to remember him and you did not. That's how unmemorable Elder Who is.
I would think I would remember a guy who fights you by shooting pancakes out of the sky.
And I totally forgot to use the love key, but this is at the end of, that subquest is the Collector.
Oh.
I probably should have done that, but other bugs. The Collector has the map of, where all the grubs in the game are.
Oh! I guess we just decided we didn't care about
I don't even need to dream nail them. But he says a safe space for you, and you, and you. So that's basically what the Collector's thought process is. They just want to keep all the bugs safe.
Oh, is that why all the grubs got taken?
Yes. And also the Collector laughs maniacally and tries to grab at you, so... And this is the boss of the third Colosseum, God Tamer. God Tamer is interesting, because if you kill the supposed god, then the Tamer just kinda gives up.
So this is another sort of Ornstein and Smo sort of fight.
Yeah. I think I think this fight is done pretty well.
Are you implying that the Ornstein and Smo fight is not done well?
It has its issues.
Are you suggesting that Dark Souls isn't perfect?
Yes. See, I killed the one, and the smaller bug just kind of gives up. I'm sure you remember Troop Master Grimm. Also, that's what happens if you don't allow him to bow.
Oh.
He gets angry.
Well, he's a goth. I mean...
They're all about the theatrics.
They're a little overdramatic sometimes.
Oh, and I already reduced his health by a quarter. That's good. You know, and then they just turn into balloons. Oh, bad timing there. Oh, misjudged the distance on that, but it's fine. I get a chance to heal. Alright, I believe, if I'm counting correctly, he's down to a quarter health. This was a very slow Grim fight. I've not been doing very well. Alright. There we go. Still finished the fight with a full health bar. I shouldn't, but I'll consider that a success. Oh, man. If I'm choking that bad on normal Grim, oh boy.
Yeah. We haven't even fought Zote yet.
Spoiler alert, we're not going to. I have not fought, or I didn't beat Zote in the base game on this save file, and there's a very good reason for that. Because Zote is the... So basically, with most bosses that show up in the first 3 Pantheons, if you haven't beaten them in the base game, then you can't...
you can't.
You just can't do
expand.
the Pantheon. Zote is the only boss where if you don't beat them in the base game, you can still do the Pantheon. He just doesn't show up. Which
Wow.
is, I consider it a very nice mercy. Because you remember, well, you'll see later.
Well,
No.
there was the one talking about the one that is the source of all of your traumies, which is the one where there's no floor or whatever.
Floorless Markoth.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
Mark.
damn. I did that wrong. I did that very wrong. So basically,
Well,
this version of Umu, Quirrell isn't around, so Umu summons exploding jellyfish that you have to knock into Umu to make Umu vulnerable. And whether or not you'll have a good opportunity to do that without getting damaged is kind of up in the air. And I'm
Yeah.
close to death, actually. Oh my goodness. Pantheon Umu can kind of be a crapshoot sometimes.
I know. I haven't even had a chance to make an ooh woo joke because it's been so intense.
Ugh.
Come on.
Stop being such a bitch. I'm talking to Umu. You probably figured, but...
Well, it's okay. Sometimes I need to be told that.
Oh, come on. You should have exploded when you hit that fucking whatever. No point in complaining. Just heal. I swear, I've done this fight no damage before. Well... That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I can continue with this Pantheon. You'll see all the bosses from this Pantheon later on anyway. I could just continue. You know what? We were more than halfway in. I'm just going to continue for the sake of time, because there's a couple other things that I want to show, and we just kind of need to get a move on.
Yeah. We got things to do
So-
and places.
4th Pantheon. This one unlocks after you finish the first 3. The first 3, when you first enter God Home, you can do in any order, assuming you've actually killed all the bosses in those Pantheons. That was a very bad Enraged Guardian, but I can live with it. And Lost Kin. So you can see in this Pantheon, we're getting the upgraded versions of a lot of boss fights. Damn. My positioning is just not good tonight, which does not bode well for me. Okay, managed to focus him down. Good.
All right, and he's turned into cheddar popcorn.
Yes. And I'm sure you recall No Eyes.
I do.
We fought her
He has
just the other day.
the little
The ghost
touch
babies.
yeah, the little touch fuzzies flying around.
It should have been, clearly that thing I ate is doing something, because I was about to say that they should just be webkins flying around the screen.
Yeah, with their little Googles. What are your thoughts about cheddar popcorn?
Not a fan. If I'm
You know
gonna eat popcorn, I just want butter on it.
Not even like a caramel corn?
Sometimes that's okay. Okay, and I like candy popcorn. So I guess it's just cheddar that I'm not a fan of.
I like a good cheddar popcorn sometimes. You know what's a good when you can get like a mixed one where it's got like the butter popcorn and the cheddar and then maybe like a caramel one. Gives you that sweet and salty sort of thing.
Yeah. Also, this time I don't have cloth with me, so Trader Lord is gonna take a bit more doing on my part.
Just poke his ass.
Or apparently not, because I am absurdly overpowered.
Now he's cheddar popcorn.
You pop.
Every time you play this game and you do a boss fight and they turn into cheese, I suddenly just want cheese stuff. Like I want mac and cheese and I want cheddar popcorn.
So you didn't meet the dream version of the Dung Defender, but this is the White Defender. Yes, that is his name. This game has some rather unfortunate names. Oh, man. I'm not very good at tracking this guy's attacks, unfortunately. Okay, I can, maybe steal a heal here. Totally can. Okay. That boss fight can be a little difficult. Thankfully, they give you a rest area right afterwards.
Yeah.
And I believe Zote normally appears in this pantheon if you have actually killed him. All right, I am happy with that failed champion fight. I'm normally much worse at that. Say hi to the last time that Markoth will be remotely tolerable.
Oh, hi.
Embrace the floor while we have it. 1, 2, dash.
Hold up. Grab the floor.
I mean, grabbing the wall is an entirely valid strategy for floorless Markoth.
Hold up. Grab the
'Cause
wall.
he
I was
does
too.
he does like to wiggle like his ass is going to fall off.
Sorry, I was too emotional when I said that. Hold up. Grab the wall.
It's slow down, grab the wall, Oob. Get it right. Show some respect on Sage the Gemini featuring I Am Sue.
I'm sorry, Sage the Gemini featuring I Am Sue. Also, why are you called I Am Sue?
I think the only reason I know this is because Rap Critic mentioned it. I think it's because his real name is Isamu.
Oh, I thought maybe it was a Johnny Cash thing.
I believe Rap Critic also made that joke. So now we can add him to the list of things that we clearly rip off.
I didn't know about it, okay? I was just making the joke on my own.
No, I'm sure it was intentional.
My dad had a Johnny Cash greatest hits record that he used to fucking play all the time when I was a kid. It drove me crazy. And I like Johnny Cash as an adult, but I hated him when I was a kid because he would play Ring of Fire. And he did it on purpose, but he would just play Ring of Fire over and over and over again.
Yeah, I used to hate Motley Crue when I was a kid because my mom used to play them all the time.
I fell into a burr. I still don't like that one as much, probably just for that reason, but I do remember it. A Boy Named Sue is not really one that's like
overplayed.
It's like, well, I don't know if that's something you're gonna like play it back a bunch of times because it's not really melodic or anything. It's more spoken wordy. Did you know that song is actually written by Shel Silverstein?
I think I've heard that before, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Catboy again, only he angier.
My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die.
Welcome to the jungle. Your name is fucking Sue.
No, don't get me started with Axl Rose again, or I'm gonna start clipping out Discord.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, don't do it. And now this guy's got popcorn too. Looks like it's a white cheddar. Is it just a regular cheddar, or do you like white cheddar popcorn at all?
I don't know. I just don't think cheese and popcorn flavor mix. And I know, like, the processed cheese that they use in cheese popcorn it doesn't taste like cheese, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I suppose. But that's when people refer to cheese popcorn, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. I also just don't like that shitty processed cheese flavor in general.
Unless
I'll eat Cheetos every once in a while, but I acknowledge that they're absolutely terrible in every way.
I mean, unless somebody is putting melted cheese on their popcorn.
I can't imagine that would be all that good either. That would just make it soggy.
I mean, if you wanna have a cheesy popcorn, that's about the only way to do it.
Without being a tool.
Maybe, you have like a popcorn fondue. You put it on you put your popcorn on a stick and you dip it in the fondue. This is a great idea. I should
I
take that
think
on
they need to do that old Amanda Show sketch of Popper Pants.
Popper Pants. What? I don't know. I'm not familiar with I never watched the Amanda Show, so you'll have to explain the joke.
They used to do like skits that were fake commercials, and one of them was like pants that were also popcorn poppers.
Oh. You know, that sounds like a good idea.
And it was like, oh yeah, like now that I think about it, it was a very Dan Schneider-esque thing because they were it was like, oh, let's put the toppings right in our pants. I'm going to put butter in mine. I'm going to cover mine in gravy.
Well,
yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, that's very Dan Schneider-y.
You know, I am often thinking, like, you know, pants are great. However, you know what would make pants better is if they had popcorn in them.
So anyway, you might have been asking yourself, what was the Hollow Knight like before he consumed the Radiance? Because if you remember, eventually that started to weaken him. So, this is Pure Vessel. As we already know, maybe he wasn't so pure, or at least as I spoiled. And like many late game bosses, he does double damage. Oops. And I just dashed right into him like a moron. And I just jumped into his spikes like a moron. Oh my god. I swear, this is one of the fights that I practiced. Can I heal? Yes. Okay. Didn't help me much. Ah. Well. Clearly, I was not ready to do that on stream, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Let's go into the Hall of Gods really quick. Let me just prove I can beat Pure Vessel.
Okay.
Prove that I'm not crazy.
It's not about beating Pure Vessel. It's about the friends we made along the way.
Now that we don't have the pressure of doing it in the Pantheon, prove that I can beat him.
Now it's just the pressure of all of YouTube watching.
Oh god. Facing the wrong direction and not realizing it is a consistent problem of mine.
You're a tiny little guy. I mean, you know, and he's pretty symmetrical, so like...
And you sometimes get blocked out by the foreground.
Sometimes it's like, where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm there. Oh, I'm backwards. Ah, shit.
Oh, man. The backswing. He always gets me with a fucking backswing. I swear, I fought him like 3 times in a row and just whooped his ass before this stream. Well, a couple hours before this stream, but still.
I just ripped his dick off and I just beat him to shit with his own dick. I put my fucking whole foot up his ass. I grabbed him by his horns.
I'm not even bragging as much as I could with this fight. Like, I've got nothing to prove. Well, I'm trying to prove that I can beat him at least, but I'm not trying to prove that I have a giant dick or whatever. I'm just trying to prove my own sanity here.
Shove the horns up his nostrils. I gave him an atomic wedgie, and I took my finger, my pinky finger, and I stuck it in my mouth, and I put it in his ear. And then I took my nutsack, and I just beat the shit out of him with my own nutsack. I promise you that's what I did.
Taking teabagging to a new level.
I gave him the atomic nutsack. That's what I gave him. The atomic teabag. It's where you body slam him with your nutsack.
I thought that would be where you shove his nutsack up his asshole.
I gave him an atomic nutsack where I took his nutsack and I gave him a wedgie with his own nutsack.
Oh god, I'm laughing and now he's kicking my ass. Fuck you.
Okay, I just took his nutsack, shoved it up his ass crack, and then put it over his own forehead.
I hate you so much. I killed him, see?
It helped!
While looking like his dad.
I'll give him the atomic nutsack. He's already bent over. It's perfect.
I hate you so much. So anyway, now that we've killed Pure Vessel,
right,
I can equip my final skin, the Atomic Nutsack. Pure Vessel.
There we go.
Now that I have proven my sanity and my competence in basic video gaming, we can do my worst nightmare.
I was really just trying to see how many times I could say nutsack in a 1 minute period.
What do my charms look like? Exactly what I want them to be.
It's one of those things, like, if you've ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it's like sometimes Leon will go on a rant, and it's just he'll say one word over and over again, and the more times he says it, the funnier it gets.
So, once you defeat the fourth Pantheon, the one I just did, you unlock this final area here.
He goes on a rant once where he's trying to give Larry a pep talk, and he's talking about, like, you gotta go in, you gotta step inside his asshole. You go inside his asshole, you close up the asshole, you fuck his asshole up, drop a bunch of shit in his asshole.
What the hell are you talking about?
So what I'm talking, Leah, he just goes on this rant where he just keeps saying the word asshole over and over again, and every time he says it, it gets funnier.
On that note, I'm gonna grab some more water before we start this.
Okay, great. Hello, chat. How's your day going? Leave a comment saying whether or not you like cheddar popcorn if you're enjoying the stream.
And I've returned. Alright. Now, you may be thinking, Count, what more could be in this Pantheon? You've already fought, like, all of the upgraded versions of the, normal bosses that we've seen in the base game. We fought some bosses that we haven't seen in the base game. What more could there possibly be?
That was word for word what I was thinking. Oh, you fight Sauron.
Welcome to the Pantheon of Hallownest.
Oh.
Almost every boss in the game, and some of them are upgraded versions found only in Godhome. Because you might notice this is a little different from the normal Vengefly King fight, where there's only one of him.
There are 2 ghosts.
That's not the only boss with a said difference.
You're gonna have 4 different Uwus flying around.
Fortunately, we've already seen Umu's alternate version.
Oh.
But there is a slightly different version of Gruzmother. There's just some spikes on the floor.
Has even more babies inside of her that we kill.
Wouldn't it be nice? Oh my god, and I'm just dashing right into the spikes.
Babies
no
have
care
babies.
for my own safety. You gotta have babies on top of your babies. You gotta have babies in your eyeballs.
Yeah, their eyeballs have babies in them. What if that was the new version? You know, there was an quote unquote upgraded version of all the boss fights where they all had babies inside of them.
That's the true Hollow Knight experience.
It's
If any modders are watching this in the future, get on that.
It's what this game is lacking. What's he saying? I can't read that.
I'm braver than all of you. This great shell, it belongs to me. I'm the strongest now. I'm sure you remember Mossy.
It's his upgrade.
He doesn't get one. Mossy is strong enough on his own, as you can see.
That's true. He's perfect, actually. He's a perfect being.
Oh, let's walk right into Hornet. That's a great idea.
Is she also not upgraded?
Nope.
Yeah, she doesn't look different.
But if you remember, there are 2 Hornet fights.
That's true.
And this is in line with the easier Hornet fight, so...
Now, this is probably a stupid question, because I think I know the answer. I may have even asked this already, but how much art is there of just shipping Hornet and the Knight?
A decent amount.
Yeah.
Also, it should be noted that I didn't come across anything that mentioned this in the base game, but the Pale King is the father of both the Knight and Hornet. It's complicated, but
Makes that even worse. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But you know what makes it even better? Is Gorb.
This is just the incest episode today. That's very unfortunate. That's not what my plan was going into this.
It wasn't mine either, trust me.
No, I guess I never plan any of this crap. Or when I do, I never get a chance to talk about it, because I'll say something worse and less funny than the thing I had planned.
If Gorb was a car in Cars, what car do you think Gorb would be?
Be Gorb. Gorb is, you know...
Larry the Cable Gorb. I hate myself.
I'm ignoring that.
Also, Gorb just keeps getting me in, like, the worst positions when she shoots her swords.
I had a bit planned last time, and I have a bit planned today, and I'm never going to use them, because we're going to be spending the whole time talking about Larry the Cable Gorb.
You're welcome.
Can't plan bits. Can't do it.
Also, if you didn't notice, there were a few holes in the floor in the upgraded Gorb fight.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't mention it because we were busy talking about Larry the Cable Gorb.
Well, that's one of the great things about the Gorb fight is there's minute details for you to notice. Not like the Dung Defender. For example, we didn't even point out that his real name is Ogrim.
Was there any changes to that fight? It looked pretty similar.
Nope. There are.
I see there.
This guy spawns in some ads, Lost Kin style.
He spawns at a bunch of coughings.
They're kind of a cross between coughing and muck, I guess.
That's the worst combo ever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna throw out a hot take here. Generation 1 poison type sucked.
What are some other Generation 1 poison types?
The Zubat family, which infinitely worse to the Woobat family from Gen 5. I'm just gonna say that. Also infinitely worse to the Noibat family from Gen 6. I don't even like Gen 6, but that evolution line was pretty dope.
I don't have any strong opinions one way or the other about Zubats.
They're just mediocre in my opinion. Hi, Oro.
I mean,
I like Zubat's final evolution, Crobat, but...
What if Oro's upgrade was he had a bunch of Jinxes come after you?
That would be the worst.
Maybe we'd get banned from YouTube.
I don't think it's that bad. I'm pretty sure you could play Gen 1 Pokemon on YouTube. Wow. Okay, killed one.
Coffee shop on my street that sells popcorn. Maybe I'll get some cheddar popcorn tomorrow when I get coffee.
There we go. That fight was a bit closer than I would feel prideful about, but that's fine. Yeah, most Gen 1 grass types are also half poison types, which is another complaint about poison types. Why do they have to co-opt half of the grass types?
Well, because lots of people have grass allergies. Like me.
Also, Zero gets a different floor this time around.
I remember I had an ex-girlfriend who used to pick on me for being allergic to, like, pollen and stuff. Because she lived out in the woods, out in the forest. And so she's like, "What? You're just afraid of being outside? You're allergic to being outside? Just fucking grass and that's the earth."
Yeah, sometimes that's how the body be.
Like, that's how weak I am. Didn't take long.
Nah. A lot of these early bosses are fairly weak, thankfully. So you gotta remember, my character is maxed out. When we fought them the first time, I was a lot weaker.
We were just little babies.
Started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at
Exactly.
me.
I was just a big, stupid baby.
Easy peasy. Oh, hey, it's my favorite boss. If I can get past this, I will consider it a milestone in the Pantheon of Hallownest. So there's a few fights like that.
Yeah. Kicking his ass. You're doing it.
He's kicking mine. Okay. I kicked his ass. Alright. Thankfully, this shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, you jinxed yourself.
Oh, you don't even know.
You jinxed yourself, and now they're gonna have Jinx show up, and she's gonna jinx you.
Gotta heal now.
You double jinxed.
Okay, I'm fine. Closer. I know you couldn't hear that, but that's what they say. Sisters of Battle. This
Oh,
boss
God.
only shows up in the Pantheon of Hallownest.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's also spikes on the side of the floor.
Oh. Again, they still would have a much easier time if they just had a gun.
Okay, there's one of them. And now I can kind of speak. I've done this fight a bunch of times, but I always kind of clench during that, during the part before one of them dies. Apparently I still can't speak.
You're gonna release the shit from your ass now.
Yeah, Sisters of Battle is one of my favorite fights in the game. Used to be my favorite.
What's your new favorite?
You still haven't seen it yet. I've alluded to it before, but... Alright. Just trying to remember what was next, but I'm still good.
Marmu!
Marmu gets a bit of a difference. The walls are covered in spikes. You can't hide in a corner anymore, but you don't really need to. Say hi to Fluke Marm again.
Hello!
Be glad that you can't hear Fluke Marm's noises. Fluke Marm makes disgusting noises.
Keep farting out of his various anuses.
We'll just call them mystery orifices.
That does not answer my question and worries me.
That's because I don't know the answer.
That is somehow the worst answer you could give me. Is it a fart? I don't know. Well, I hope, I guess.
It's a very wet noise.
Oh no. I like how they kind of looked up for a second there. I was like, I guess I'm dead. Fuck it. Who's this guy?
This is Galeon. I did not fight him in the other save file, I don't believe.
Okay.
That's because he can be kind of difficult.
Is it because of his balls?
They're spinning axes, but yes. Okay, he died.
Maybe he's the fucking asshole who made that room with all the buzzsaws.
Here's Shale again.
I like this fight.
Yeah, I do too. It's, it took me a good while to learn how to do this fight. Oh, what? Oh, you just instantly got knocked out of your stagger? What the hell?
I like the implication that he's not, we're not necessarily trying to avoid his paint because it's going to hurt us, but because we just want to keep our clothes clean.
Ha! Maybe I didn't stagger him when I thought I did, and I was just totally misreading his animations. I don't know. Also, I'm just now seeing what you were saying, Joanna, and I have no idea what the context was for "Don't paint demons on the walls."
That's a pretty self-explanatory message.
Oh god, I was drinking water and I wasn't expecting Hive Knight to just drop in.
From a utilitarian standpoint, 0 demons is better than more than 0 demons, I think.
I like demons.
Unless it's the demon that says, hey, scumbag, this is jail. That demon is always in that positive, but other than that, I feel like most demons are motherfuckers.
What about that Baphomet plush?
Well, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am just a racist when it comes to demons, and I need to work on my prejudice.
Yeah, you need to play a Shin Megami Tensei game and go down the chaos path. Or even neutral. You know what? Even neutral would be fine. Just don't be lawful, and we'll be good.
Who are some other good demons?
There's probably some from Naruto, but I wouldn't know any off the top of my head. There is that one Hot Demon Twink Boy Yu-Gi-Oh card. That one's pretty good.
There is that music video where Devin Townsend is dressed up like Satan.
Vampira.
That's pretty good.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite Devi songs. Not just because of the video, it's just a great song.
Well, also, he has one of my favorite Devin Townsend songs is Bad Devil, which is also demon-related.
That's another very good song.
That song is the best song ever made by a person.
Is that my favorite song off of Infinity, or is War my favorite song off of Infinity?
It's definitely my favorite song off of that album. No doubt about that.
I'm very partial to War, but that's also because I've seen a lot of live performances of that song, which are always really fun.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat is curious, it is the Devin Townsend. He has an album called Infinity. It's very good. You should listen. You should listen to it.
The same man has also made a song called Frogs Are Nice that you should also listen to.
There's a song called Douche Drums.
Well, it's not really a song, it's more like a YouTube video, but
There are drums in it.
that is true. There is also a douche in it.
It's a song. It's Douche Drums. And there are lyrics. There are lyrics to Douche Drums.
Are there?
I think there are.
I think he's
Maybe
just making faces.
Maybe there aren't lyrics. I thought there were. I think I'm thinking of Telescopes Are Gay.
You're probably thinking of Telescopes Are Gay, which is also another song that he's done.
Also, I'm always thinking about Telescopes Are Gay.
This man has also unironically made my favorite album ever, Ocean Machine Biomech. I know you know that, Oob, but the chat may not. And by the chat, I mean Joanna.
Pretty good. Listen, future generations
Oh yes, the historians, I forgot.
will be watching this stream, and they will absolutely go out and buy that album. And Infinity.
They really should. Those
Fuck it,
albums are really good.
Buy Deconstruction as well, and Ziltoid the Other. Just buy all of his albums. He's got a lot of good albums.
I'm personally not a fan of most of his stuff after Deconstruction. I mean, it's, that's not trying to say that, like, you know, oh, he sucks now or whatever. It's just most of that stuff really isn't my thing.
You should still buy it, because...
Yeah, I still have some of those albums, like Epic Cloud and, Empath. Z Squared. Like, they're worth hearing. But, I would personally put his older stuff, further up on the most listens, or must listens. Also, he was the frontman for the band Strapping Young Lad, who was also pretty damn good. But a lot of people seem to think that all of his music should just sound like Strapping Young Lad, and those people are douches.
Strapping Young Lad's a lot harder to recommend to the average person.
What was that?
Devin Townsend's solo work's fairly accessible. I feel like Strapping a Lad, you have to have a very specific kind of music taste to want to
Yeah,
listen
that
to
is definitely true.
That's a much less...
that was the band with which he got the nickname Heavy Devi.
a much more acquired taste.
Very true. Alright, I killed, who did I just kill? I totally lost. I killed Graham. I don't even need to change my charms. The Godseeker speaks very cryptically, as you might expect.
Yeah. Just, oh, I'm a God Seeker, I gotta be all profound.
And by that, profound means making no sense. All right. Not the worst Watcher Knights.
It certainly went better than when we were trying to fight him during the actual game.
Yeah, because I actually have abilities now.
Yeah.
In game and out of game. Whoops. I forgot that's not an acid pool down there. That's just death. Alright, please let me hit this jellyfish. There we go.
Yeah, fuck you, Uru.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Alright.
Boo boo.
Jellyfish was unusable. Oh my god. I can't actually get over to Umu. That's okay, I can just blast them. Okay. Nemesis number 2 defeated. That's another milestone.
Yeah.
Hello, Hornet. Oh.
Oh. This is the second boss fight. Horny.
Nope.
Oh.
It's a slightly different Nosk. And it's basically the same as a Vengefly King. With a few Nosk abilities.
He's just running on nothing.
Oh my god. If I die to Winged Nosk, I'm gonna be angry.
Man, you're really if you really incapacitated me here, because I feel like I have the strong impulse to say stupid shit, but you know, since nothing but boss fights and most of them seem like they're fairly difficult, I feel like
Getting more difficult now.
I cannot in good conscience say, you know, the
My
normal
brain can multitask. I can take the stupid shit.
goofy things that usually float into my head.
I mean, I'm usually watching YouTube in the background while playing this game, and you know what kind of crap I watch.
Yeah, douche drums. On a looping playlist.
Yes. Oh my god, I hate that attack. There we go. Thank you for not actually killing me, Winged Nosk.
Oh, you know what? I was confusing douche drums with because I was thinking of in Telescopes Are Gay, he's got the Hulk hands, and that's what I was thinking of when I was thinking of douche drums. But douche drums is the one where he's like flapping his lips.
Yeah, and just being a douche.
I
So
still
this is the boss of the third Pantheon that we didn't get to the end of because Umu whooped our ass. But this is Sly, the shopkeeper, who was originally who taught the other nail masters how to wield a nail.
This is how he keeps shoplifters out. Well.
There's more lore behind Sly, but we never got to see it because I was lazy.
Damn.
But he's a cool character. I like him. Oh damn.
He's a cool guy with a lifestyle.
He's kind of like if Yoda really liked selling overpriced goods.
Oh, so he's like yogurt from Spaceballs.
I've never seen it, so
Well, he's what you just described.
okay.
He's Yoda, except he has he has a bunch of merch for the fucking movie franchise,
That's cool.
including a flamethrower.
Ha. That's awesome. Oh my god.
It's for the kids.
This phase can be a little tricky if you overcomplicate things. It can be a little tricky anyway, but we got him. I forgot there's not a rest immediately after Sly.
But when do you fight Larry the Cable Gorb?
How do you know we haven't?
Because no one has said get her done.
Well, you can't hear the game.
Has anybody said get her done? I'm gonna watch the stream, so don't lie to me.
No, but Hornet does say get good when she throws her nail in the Hollow Knight's face. She also likes yelling Shaw a lot in this boss fight. Which has kind of become a meme in the fan community. There we go. Hornet 2 is done, which I was a little afraid of because I entered with very low health. And I think now is the time to start changing out my charm loadout. Now I need to get strategic. I think I know I want Mark of Pride. Let me think. I need
My dad worked security for
Focus.
Blind.
Huh. What did he think?
This was at Elmira College, and he said they didn't pay a lot of attention to him because they were mostly just trying to fuck college girls.
Huh. Well, that's GG.
Which, I mean, that tracks in my head.
Yeah. Can't say I'm particularly surprised.
I don't even necessarily dislike Third Eye Blind. That just doesn't surprise me.
I don't either. I have no problem with them, except Jumper. Jumper kind of blows. I'm just, pay no mind, I'm just preparing out of game. You can keep discussing Third Eye Blind or whatever comes to mind.
To talk about with Third Eye Blind. I'm trying to think of other interesting people my dad has done security for. I mean, you know the story about George Carlin. I don't know. The chat is at all interested. He was worked security for one of George Carlin's shows, and he met George Carlin. It was he kept pacing up and down the what do you call it, that the hallway or whatever, between the stage and the backstage area. He just was going back, kind of going through his head the material he was going to do, and every time the stage was on one end, my dad was on the other end, and every time he got to my dad, he'd just look at my dad and go, "Yep," and just kind of bob his head a little bit, just kind of like, "Yep, we're doing it," or whatever. I don't know. He asked my dad if he got the short straw because he had to sit there for the whole show, and my dad's like, "Oh yeah, it was fine."
Didn't the, going back a bit in the conversation, didn't the singer of Third Eye Blind date Courtney Love? Because I know the singer of Bush did.
Probably, I don't know. Probably lots of people. Remember, didn't we? I feel like we had a list once of just
Yeah,
like
we looked up the
everyone,
Wikipedia list, or some other list. I don't think it was Wikipedia.
of everybody that Courtney Love has dated. And it's an insane list. Some of which I don't believe.
I believe Roddy Bottom, though.
Oh, I totally believe that one. But like they
The
said
gay
that
keyboard player of Faith No More, for those uninitiated.
they said that she dated Trent Reznor. I don't fucking buy that. Maybe they went on one date.
I do believe that Starfuckers was written about her, though.
Well, that makes sense.
There's also people that say that it was written about Marilyn Manson, which, considering the on and off again feud that he's had with Trent, I also believe that.
Could be about both of them. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it would make the Carly Simon reference make more sense. Because that song was written about, essentially to be compatible with several different ego maniacs that she knew. So
I know you hate that Carly Simon song, though.
I don't. I think that this is the thing. I wish I did because I do think that it's funny that she it's funny that it is there are several people she had in mind and that she's just like, oh, probably they're all gonna fucking think it's about him, so I'll throw in a line fucking with them or whatever. The problem is that 90% of that song is just her saying it over and over again. It's not really fucking funny after the third or fourth time.
I think it is a very solid sounding hook, though.
Yeah, musically it doesn't do anything for me either.
Oh, I was saying I like it.
That's what I'm disagreeing with you.
Well,
I think you're.
Oh, okay. I misinterpreted how you were wording it. Okay.
Yeah, boy, let's fight about it. Put a fist fight, even though we're in different states right now.
Okay, Traitor Lord with 3 health. This could be a little fucky. Oh, I forgot he had that attack. Well.
Damn.
Okay, well. I'm not going to try going through the entire Pantheon again, but I'll show you the other bosses that you missed. So, let's rewind time a little bit. Let's pretend that instead of going and talking to Accordion Man, we decided to go through with the entire Grimm side quest, finish feeding the Grimm child those spirits, and ended up going back to the tent to give Grimm child back to Grimm. Say hello to Gorb first.
Gorb!
Also say hello to the character that I look like. So, if you,
Well, that's a very good sounding, I'm sure this fight is not going to be hard.
Welcome
Nightmare King.
to my favorite boss fight in the game.
Oh. 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 That's because it's uber goth.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like it could be a Devil May Cry fight.
Kind of. It's kind of a surprise I don't like those games. I've really just never played them that much. It's not like I have anything against them. Also, good night, Joanna. Aw, man. Oh, man. My rhythm got totally blown up there. Alright, take 2.
Yeah, at least you don't have to go through the whole thing to
Yeah.
try it again.
But yeah, this fight is very rhythm-based. And if you make one small mistake, it's the sort of thing that can very easily cascade. Which I almost just demonstrated there.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. But I get knocked down again, but I get up again. Are you ever gonna get knocked up again?
You ain't never gonna keep me down.
Do 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 do. Semi-charred kind of life.
Alright. He's at 1/4 of his health now. Doing much better this time. Now that I've seen his patterns once.
Can't fool me with your wily goth tricks.
Also, I just recently learned that stutter step tactic for that one attack.
The only way they could really make this fight hard is if they put him in fishnets.
Ha! Got him. Now, that fight was nothing. So, what I'm about to explain here, well, I might as well just show you. If you fight Markoth normally in the Hall of Gods on attuned is just normal difficulty. You get a floor. This is not what we want. I'm just going to let him kill me. If his attacks even hit me.
We don't want us.
Well, I'm trying to show you my personal hell.
Oh, okay, I see. You're submitting yourself to the unhappy place.
Yes. So, the thing is, in the Hall of Gods, this practice mode that I'm in right now, there's different difficulties: attuned, ascended, and radiant. I don't have radiant difficulty unlocked because I actually haven't defeated him on ascended. On ascended, you get the alternate arenas that you see during the Pantheon of Hollownest, but they also do double damage. Bosses don't do double damage in the Pantheon of Hollownest, but the only way to actually practice him in the floorless arena outside of the Pantheon is if he's doing double damage.
Ah!
So, many people's strategy is to slow down and grab the wall. My strategy is to stay on one platform. And do not cast a single spell until he gets his second shield up.
Slow down.
Oh,
Grab.
and just fall off the edge of the world. That's also an option. Also, just totally failing is an option.
That's the option I pick every day of my life.
Well, that's not the option I've picked for tomorrow, actually. That's first day at my new job.
Yeah.
We end the Hollow Knight saga by dying against Floorless Markov, and we begin the re-employed saga.
Yeah, we never played another video game again.
We'll find something else to play, but we're not done quite yet. Because let's say you, let's say you're a badass. You get as far as I did in the Pantheon, except you don't die against, who did I die against? I don't even remember.
In the Pantheon?
Yeah. It wasn't Lost Kin, it wasn't Enraged Guardian, it wasn't Failed Champion. I need to see now. I'll be frustrated if I don't. I don't know. Might be on the bottom floor, but let's say you beat Floorless Markoth. You beat Nightmare King Grim. If you killed Zote in normal campaign, you killed Zote. Say you did all that.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the end of the Pantheon. You get one bench. You fight Pure Vessel. And then after Pure Vessel, health bar automatically gets refilled. And then you fight...
You fight Pal King?
What was that?
You fight the Pal King or the God Seeker, or who you fighting?
Nope. You fight... Absolute Radiance.
What? That sounds like a British drag queen.
Haha. Its wings kind of look like a drag queen coat. Also, I have not actually equipped the charms that I usually have for this fight, so I'm gonna give this a couple attempts. I have beaten Absolute Radiance a total of 4 times. One of them was yesterday, one of them was earlier today. You do not even want to know how many times I have attempted Absolute Radiance. There's a good chance What was that?
I was gonna say that the fact that you beat them, earlier today and yesterday means you're gonna fucking eat shit now. That's what
very
the theme
likely.
The theme seems to be like stuff you never practice. You've been doing fine with, and the stuff you practice, it's like, fuck!
I was about to say, there's absolutely no guarantee that I'm going to kill Absolute Radiance in this stream. I absolutely cannot do it consistently, and if I was able to actually make it to the end of the Pantheon and kill Absolute Radiance there, which I've never managed to do, that would have been nothing short of a miracle, really. I've said there's a non-zero possibility of me getting that achievement. That achievement is killing Absolute Radiance at the end of the Pantheon.
Yeah, well.
It's, not easy. So let's give this another shot now that I'm more properly equipped.
Now that I've got my lucky rabbit's dick in my...
So, I'ma be honest. I've got problems with Absolute Radiance. It's a very difficult boss fight. I don't think it's a very good boss fight.
Oh, why? Because of all the bullshit on screen?
Yes. There's some times where her attacks overlap in ways that I am entirely convinced are impossible to dodge. You could say that's my fault for being in a bad position when those attacks happen. I say that the fight already forced me into that position to begin with, so... There's just a point where difficult design becomes unreasonable. There are very few points like that in this game. I think that Absolute Radiance is one of those points, I'm not going to lie.
What if video games were good?
Most of this game is good. I've got zero problem with the vast majority of this game. I just think Absolute Radiance is a little bit much.
Hell is Absolute Radiance?
Well, it's the harder version of Radiance, the true final boss. We just saw her the other day. It's a moth.
It looks like a Mothman mixed with a biblically accurate angel mixed with the fucking secret rabbit from Saints Row 2.
That's not a bad way to put it. Alright, phase 3. Spikes on the side of the room were phase 2. This infinite spike rain attack is phase 3, and I'm not doing very good. I should shut up. There we go. Entering phase 4. This is where things get difficult. And my main priority here is to avoid until she comes close to me. That's kind of my priority in phase 2 as well, but much more important here. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna heal. I think that was the smart idea. Oh. All right. Ah, man. Yep. Okay. Sometimes it's better to actually just fall off the stage because you only take 1 health of damage when you do that as opposed to 2 health from everything else. Same with when the spikes are on the side of the floor in phase 2. Wow, she's tanking it. Okay, entering phase 5, the climb, the worst part of this fight. In my practice attempts at this fight, I've probably died more here than anywhere else. Because it's basically just completely impossible to predict where her lasers are going to be. Phase 6. Final phase. And I'm not going in very, okay.
All right.
So that's Absolute Radiance.
You're not gonna give it another.
What was that?
Gonna give it another try?
No. Because,
Quitter.
there's one more thing that I need to show off before we finish our stream. We've been going for about 2 hours now. So I'm going to start up a new game because, thankfully, I've unlocked Godseeker mode. And it's a good chance to show off the introduction to Godseeker mode. So normally in the regular game, the Godseeker is very rude to you. They're not happy that you're entering their dreams. But in Godseeker mode, they're like, hell yeah, you're awesome, bro. I really don't know why. So anyway, I will allow you to choose our final skin.
All right. Well,
Just tell me when you want me to start scrolling.
I feel like we must do. What's that smell?
Split. All right. Because there is a small secret hidden in God Home. Because the influence of one god may have started to spread. Whoops, and I need to actually I need to gather up some soul to do this.
We're gonna have to fight Xenu. I like those guys hanging out over there. It's very rare that we find people hanging out that aren't trying to kill you.
Our mind a sea. Yeah, they just kind of watch you.
Can you do the nail thing against those ones in the foreground and background there?
Let's see. Attune. Seek power.
They're not thinking very interesting thoughts. What was that list of all the shit over there?
That's just all the bosses.
Yeah. Interesting.
And let's just walk through the bottom row. Say hi to Fluke Marm. Alluring god of motherhood. What's it say for Zote? False god conjured by the lonely. So the Godseeker doesn't even apparently what's the word I'm looking for?
They don't recognize
Acknowledge. They don't acknowledge Zote as a god. So,
They are fools! Clearly Zote is
so
a
anyway,
god. Fucking
there's something on the other side of this wall that wants to be let through. So anyway, if you didn't see what I did, I dashed off of a wall, double jumped up to a hidden wall in the ceiling, broke a breakable ceiling with a spell, and then jumped up to here. So this area is kind of hidden off. And we see a familiar statue with 57 tablets behind it. 57 tablets for 57 precepts, perhaps?
Yeah.
Hi, Zote. So here, there's a minor difference from the Colosseum fight, and that's that Zote can actually damage you. Still not really much of a threat, though. You can still just kind of juggle him against the wall. Welcome to the Eternal Ordeal. I wish you could hear the music for this section.
Oh
It's
no.
it's Zote humming.
Let me guess. There's gonna be 57 of them, aren't there?
Oh, there's more than 57. It's called the Eternal Ordeal for a reason.
Oh, it's never end.
If you do kill 57 of them, like, you do get a special title screen for it. And I say special title screen because it actually, Zote hums the title music in that title screen.
But you go until you die.
Yep. And there's, as you can see, there's a few different varieties of Zote that show up here. So far, aside from the regular Zotes, these all show up in the Zote boss fight. And I'm leaving these ones alive because that actually makes my life a little easier. Because new ones only spawn in once you've killed Zotelings is the official name for them. I really wish you could hear the sound for this area more than anywhere else in the game because it's really wonderful.
I mean, I'll watch the stream, so I'm gonna hear it eventually.
If you've heard Zote in the previous sections, just imagine that Morrowind Tim Allen video except with Zote. While Zote is humming the music in the background.
So I obviously, you know, like you said, they're gonna just keep coming and coming. But like, is there a a goal with this? Is there an achievement other than the 57 thing?
No,
like,
just the title screen. This is just kind of a thing for fun, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't, unfortunately, have the title screen. I'm not that good at the Endless Ordeal, or Eternal Ordeal, whatever it's called. Okay, we got a different type of Zote there. Heavy Zote.
There's a chunky Zote.
Let me change my charm loadout and give that one more shot. I feel like I can do better than just 15 measly Zotes. Once again, I don't think I'm going to get the 57, but you know, we do what we can. Let's do strength. Let's do... Trying to think. I'm not going to be using many spells, I don't imagine. Well, I can do Shaman Stone just in case. Yeah, screw it. That looks like a decent enough loadout.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me...
Give me food, give me fries, give me salad on the side. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. I'm sorry, you said load. So.
Is that song off of Load or Reload?
Who gives a shit?
I'm sure there are plenty of people that do, surprisingly.
Would we really call them people, though?
Metallica fans are people too, Oob.
Well, maybe. Possibly.
It's not like we're talking about Pantera fans.
The ones that like load and reload. I love when he's swinging the little fucking sword.
It's amazing, I know. Oh my goodness, I'm eating shit. Oh my god, I cannot kill the big boy. And now there's two. Amazing.
How many different Zotes are there?
There's quite a few. Apparently we're not going to see many because I'm just getting gangbanged by heavy Zotes.
Damn. Too hot for YouTube.
So anyway, I think that is the only way we can really end Hollow Knight. And that is why the fan base is saying that they should just cancel Silk Song and make Hollow Knight Zote Boat. It's Zote. It's Zote. It's a boat. What more do you want?
I want a game where Zote's the protagonist.
That's just it.
So
It's
we can
Zote.
see,
He's a boat, or he's on a boat. It's really not clear.
well, I just want a version where we see all the awesome things that he does. Because he's a fucking badass, right?
And that reminds me, actually, we only got to like Precept 17. Bye, Hornet. Bye, Hornet. Oh, we only got to Precept 10. Precept 11, mothers will always betray you. This precept explains itself. Getting some character development for Zote, I see.
Yeah.
Precept 12, keep your cloak dry. If your cloak gets wet, dry it as soon as you can. Wearing wet cloaks is unpleasant and can lead to illness. Well, now we know why he was so disdainful towards us in the City of Tears. It's because we got all rained on.
See, if you listened to the advice that Zote's giving you, maybe you'd actually be able to beat 57 Zotes.
Precept 13, never be afraid. Fear can only hold you back. Facing your fears can be tremendous effort. Therefore, you should just not be afraid in the first place.
Be afraid of absolute radiance. Count.
I'm not afraid. I'm just frustrated. Precept 14, respect your superiors. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just don't respect Absrad. Don't ignore or laugh at them. I should take that to heart. Precept 15, one foe, one blow. I gotta blow absolute radiance. Gotcha.
One time.
Only one time.
One blow.
Any more is a waste, according to Zote.
Well, yeah.
Also, by counting your blows as you fight, you'll know how many foes you've defeated. Precept 16, don't hesitate to blow.
That seems contradictory. At first, we're being told to be economical with our blows, and
Well,
now
don't hesitate to do it, but only do it once for each foe. Once you've made a decision, carry it out and don't look back. You'll achieve much more this way.
Basically, we just rush to blow, and then once we've blown, we stop.
Just stop blowing that one particular foe.
Yeah.
Precept 17. Believe in your strength. Number 18. Seek truth in the darkness. You know what that means. We gotta go back to Deep Nest. This precept also explains itself. But we're not actually going to Deep Nest.
We're not going to listen to the rest of his advice?
Well, I'll break it up a little bit by talking to Mr. Accordion Man. And he's asking if we enjoy his music, which, by the way, while he's in Dirtmouth, there is extra music that plays there. Anyway, precept number 19. If you try, succeed. Well, I was comparing a slide to Yoda before, but this sounds a little, That's a very Yoda-esque piece of advice. Precept 20. Speak only the truth, as we have known Zote to do.
Yoda does say, do. There is no try.
Yeah. Number 21. Be aware of your surroundings. 22. Abandon the nest. Okay, so we don't have to go back to Deep Nest.
Thank God. See, this is what Zote knows what he's talking about. This is what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't think he's talking about Deep Nest specifically. He's talking about, like, where he was born.
Shut up, he's talking about Deep Nest.
Maybe he was born there.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Maybe Zote's a spider. Number 23. Identify the foe's weak point. Actually, a pretty good piece of advice. I'll give him that. Number 24. Strike the foe's weak point.
Ah, hey.
Logical follow-up to Precept 23. I like it. Number 25. Protect your own weak point. I'm liking how these are flowing into one another.
What is your weak point?
My ass.
Ah, damn. One finger in there and it's game over.
Number 26. Don't trust your reflection. Well, we learned that when we fought Nosk. See, Zote knows shit. Number 27. Eat as much as you can. I falter with this precept in real life.
We do that all the time.
I need to do this more. Wait, what? And having a... Oh, okay. When having a meal, eat as much as you possibly can. This gives you extra energy and means you eat less frequently. Yeah, my stomach just doesn't allow me to do that. Don't peer into the darkness. 29. Develop your sense of direction. See, Zote never gets lost. 30. Never accept a promise. Oh, Zote's not all for love, which wonder what Bretta thinks about that. She's still just nodding and blushing, so hey. Guess it works for her. Disease lives inside of dirt. Don't eat dirt, Oob.
Okay.
Names have power. Show the enemy no respect, but shouldn't you... Well, he said respect your superiors, I guess. I guess that means Absolute Radiance is not my enemy if I'm supposed to respect her. Either that or she's not my superior. I don't know. What do you think of this philosophical conundrum?
I don't think that we should respect Absolute Radiance because she's British.
You should respect his oath, though. He is my superior.
Is he British?
No, I don't think so.
There you go. So that doesn't contradict
This
what I
game was
said.
made by Australians, so...
England, that's different. That's different continents, different
Yeah.
country.
Precept 34. Don't eat immediately before sleeping. This can cause restlessness and indigestion. It's just common sense. Up is up, down is down. That's precept 35.
I mean, okay, I don't know if we really needed that one, but alright.
36. Eggshells are brittle.
What the fuck? Okay, come on. So,
Once again, this precept explains itself. It
I'm
does.
trying to, back you up here, but like, come on. What are we?
37. Borrow but do not lend. Just be a selfish bitch.
I mean,
38. Beware the mysterious force. Whatever that is. 39. Eat quickly and drink slowly. Your body is a delicate thing, and you must fuel it with great deliberation. I see no problems with this. Precept 40. Obey no law but your own. Based.
oh, he's like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Laws written by others may inconvenience you or be a burden. Let your own desires be the only law. Yo, so it's based.
Yeah, guys, the only ethical system is one in which I get what I want.
Yeah. Precept 41. Learn to detect lies. When others speak, they usually lie.
I'm always lying. I've lied about everything I said this whole video.
Precept 42. Spend your money when you have it. Don't save your shit. 43. Never forgive. Number 4 is never. If number 44 is never forget, and number 45 is have over 9,000 penises, we're gonna have a problem.
It's just becoming Shadow. I bet you Absolute Radiance has so many penises.
Precept 44. You cannot breathe water. Were you aware of this? Water is refreshing, but if you try to breathe it, you are in for a nasty shock. Words to live by.
I mean, I don't know if that was something I needed to hear, but okay, sure, whatever.
Precept 45. One thing is not another.
Fucking Zoe. Come on, Zoe. Come on. Come on.
This one should be obvious, but he's had others try to argue that one thing, which is clearly what it is and is not something else, is actually some other thing, which it isn't. Precept 46. The world is smaller than you think. Which doesn't really apply to the world in this game, which is a lot larger than you would think upon initial examination. Precept 47, make your own weapon. Now, he definitely lives by that precept with his life ender.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool.
Yep, he says right there, he fashioned it from shellwood, which is driftwood.
Great. Good for him.
We got 10 more precepts, but before we do, let's check in on an old friend. I'm gonna have to quit to menu to do this, because it's gonna be on my other save file. So you may be wondering, what happens if you go through the entire game, and I'm gonna have to actually do some traveling to do this. But what if you actually go through the entire game, collect every single grub, and go say hi to the grub father. I've already done this, but fortunately he stays in the same place.
He has he gives you a fucking $10 gift card to Target.
That was one of my favorite old Film Cow sketches that not many people remember, Gods of Olympia, where like it's a Film Cow sketch where things get very weird very fast, and there's one straight man who's just kind of like, okay, this whole thing is really weird. And then at the end of the video, Zeus, who's standing on top of a giant pillar that needed a ladder to get down, Dave gets him a ladder. So Zeus is like, you have done it, and now, for your reward, a gift certificate to the Cracker Barrel. And the video just ends.
I mean, well, yeah, that's the conclusion that, I mean, it was building to.
Yeah. I guarantee you my explanation of it was so much funnier than the original video. You totally didn't miss anything.
Lewis Black has a set where he talks about the Cracker Barrel. And for one thing, he says he's like, I love the Cracker Barrel. Every time I go, I get diabetes. Because there's every fucking kind of candy you could ever find. And, he's Jewish, and he's just like, I go to Cracker Barrel, and it's a Jew-free zone. No Jews ever go there.
I'll be honest, I think their breakfast food is halfway decent at Cracker Barrel.
I'm not going to say every time I've gone to Cracker Barrel it has been great, but, I mean, it's been fine enough times that I'm not afraid of Cracker Barrel if somebody wants to go something. Flag's another guy my dad did security for once.
Oh yeah, also in this save file I have as well done the Nim side plot. Instead of killing Nightmare King. So anyway, as I was saying, what happens if you saved all of the grubs?
Oh.
He's giggling. And he's happy. Now, on first glance, this is incredibly fucked up. But I've heard a fan theory that actually the grubs in this game were modeled after caterpillars, where basically this is how they metamorphosize. And yes, the grub father is going to die, but you can still hear the grubs giggling and making their grub noises. Clearly the grubs aren't, like, having any problems. Like, they still sound happy. So, as strange as it is, happy outcome? Question mark? So anyway, that's what happens when you save all the grubs. Just wanted to remember to show that off before we finished with the precepts. Precept 48, be careful with fire. As bugs, this is probably even more important. 49, statues are meaningless. Based.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, Speak the truth, man.
You know, Oob, no one has ever made a statue of either of us, so why should we pay them any attention? Based. Precept 50. Don't linger on mysteries.
I will call her mystery. Please.
If the meaning behind something is not immediately evident, don't waste any time thinking about it. Just move on.
Okay.
Precept 51. Nothing is harmless. Everything in this world will hurt you. Friends, foes, monsters, uneven paths. I'm trying to think of something else to add here. Help me out.
Yogurt won't harm you.
What if you choke on it?
Can't choke on yogurt.
I'll as soon as we finish reading these precepts, I will go eat a crap ton of yogurt just to prove you wrong. As long as I drink slowly, I will be following the precepts.
You will be fine. Yogurt does zero harm.
Precept 52, beware the jealousy of fathers. Again, I think this might be a little pointed, Zode. If you wish to forge your own path, you must vanquish your father or abandon him. Precept 53, do not steal the desires of others. That just sounds like a commandment, really. Precept 54, if you lock something away, keep the key.
Alright.
55, bow to no one.
What if it's a couple of Japanese men and they go, we would like to play. I feel like
Oh
it
man, that's a conundrum.
like it'd be implied not to bow to them.
Because on one hand, I want to follow the 57 precepts, but on the other hand, I would also like to play.
Right?
Like I'm always down for some Wii Sports, dude. Precept 56, do not dream. So this is actually plot relevant. So the Radiance basically spreads the infection through dreams. This is actually canonically how Zote has not been overcome by the infection.
What the fuck? What was promised, Willie? What the fuck was promised?
Dreams. We went into dreams. That's where we fought Radiance, was in the Hollow Knight's dream. 'Cause that's where she was sealed away.
That's funny. That's funny that's the canonical reason.
Yep. And precept 57, obey all precepts. Most importantly, you must commit all of these precepts to memory and obey them all unfailingly, including this one.
I'm never gonna forget them.
Now the question is, have you truly listened to everything he said? Let's start again and repeat the 57 precepts of Zote. Precept 1. Always win your battles. Losing a battle earns you nothing and teaches you